At Heathrow's Terminal 3, the couple carrying 18,000 cigarettes and 27 kilos of tobacco are waiting to hear their fate. Officer Wetherall must tell them they will be put on a plane back to India tonight.
I'm not expecting him to take it particularly badly, to be honest. It may well turn out that he is upset, but at the same time, you can't really argue with the facts. They've tried to evade over £10,000 worth of duty in the UK. We didn't give them a visa to come here and sell cigarettes, and that's what they're coming here to do. Obviously, you were issued with visitors' visas to come here on holiday. The fact that you have all the cigarettes and tobacco with you, and that you've stated you're intending to sell that, on that basis, we're going to refuse you leave to enter the UK today. We're not going to allow you to come into the country. Legally, we have to send you back on the first available flight, and that's what we're going to do today. There is a flight.
Sorry, if I go there back, they will kill me. With the Indian government, they will kill both of us. They will send me behind the bar. There is too much tension in India. If you not entry for 2 or 3 days here, and you will send me, I don't know. They will kill us.
I explained to you when I was interviewing you that you needed to be fully forthcoming and honest with me. That you needed to tell me the truth. You haven't mentioned anything about that.
No, but sir, if you deport like this me, they will kill me. But they will.
Who will kill you?
No, the Indian government, sir.
Just because of the cigarettes?
Too much harassment in India, sir. Please, my wife, they don't release me.
Okay. You made that decision to bring those cigarettes into this country, yeah?
No, but right now
you made that decision, and that was your decision, okay? And as such, you have been refused leave to enter this country and are being returned to India.
No, sir.
There is nothing that can be done. Those are the rules.
If you like do this, I'll kill myself here, sir. Why don't I go there? There's too much trouble over there.
You need to wait here. I'll come back and speak to you in a minute, okay? When I was talking to him, he said, "Shall I just kill myself now then?" And I'm not sure how flippant the remark was. I'm not sure how serious he was. But obviously, if someone in immigration detention is making threats like that, we can't just ignore it, obviously. Sarah's just going to go and have a chat with the passenger now and sort of explain things to him to see whether or not that calms him down.
Listen, okay, as far as the law is concerned, there is no flexibility, okay? Your visas are cancelled and you have to go back to India. If they are still saying that they feel under threat from the Indian authorities, then they need to explain that to us in a bit more detail.
अरेंज करेंगे आपको वापस जब जाएंगे नहीं हो सकता इधर विजिटर हिसाब से
I will kill myself, but don't go, please.
Right, listen, okay. Is it worth saying things like that? Okay, calm down, listen. Okay.
Do favor for us, man, please. See, I am not the first time in London. I am coming from 8 years to a extreme country.
I hear you. Listen.
And before my 8 years ago, I didn't do anything wrong in England. But it's my minor mistakes. It's not my.
Yes, it's a mistake.
I don't bring any drugs, and I don't bring any ammunition.
Okay, I hear you.
So you're telling me like that.
All right.
You go.
So are you telling? Okay. You're getting so upset that I'm thinking that you are much more worried about going back to India because you believe something will happen to you.
The man's claims take the investigation to a new level. Chief Immigration Officer Dyson and Officer Wetherall must make sure the couple understand their options.
The claims that you've made are obviously very serious. I need a decision. These are the options that you have. If you think in your heart of hearts that you will be killed when you return to India, then you have no choice but to claim asylum in the UK. If you are not genuinely in fear of your life, you need to return home to India, and that is a decision that you have to make, okay?
Are we in agreement that you're actually asking for asylum here? Is that what you're asking for, sir? Say yes or no, there's no problem.
Yes.
So you want political asylum here, is that correct?
Give me passport. I will go on counter and I will arrange my for ticket, and then I will take my passport and I will go.
The man's changing demand suggests to the officers that his fear of returning to India is not genuine.
I've given you options. We've discussed things at great length. No. Make your decision and we will process that decision.
When you will give me
Make
passport?
your decision now, okay?
Just please.
First option is you go back to India tonight and I get the officer to speak to the airline and ask the captain if he will give you your passports back, okay? So that you can quietly present them yourself. The next option is you tell me that you're in fear of your life and you want asylum. We will listen to your claim for asylum. It will be processed properly and heard fairly, but you'll be detained until the outcome. The third option is you tell me that you don't want asylum, okay, but you won't go tonight, quietly, then I will have no option, okay, to arrange escorts for you. 2 people who will go with both of you, maybe even 4 people who will go with both of you, and you'll be in handcuffs, and you will go back tomorrow.
आपने जाना है?
जाना है ना?
They want to go.
The passengers have said that they will go on the flight as long as they can be reunited with their passports to go home. So I was just checking that the airline are okay to give them their passports so they can arrive in India as normal arriving passengers.
They've been refused entry because their visas are not valid for the purpose for which entry was sought, i.e. coming to sell goods. And I just want to satisfy myself that they'll be treated okay when they get to India. They've not been convicted of anything, it's just that their visas are not valid for this purpose. Okay, so I would like them to be treated okay, yeah?
It's been 8 hours since the tobacco smugglers were caught by customs. Their deal with immigration means the only thing the Indian authorities will know is that they were refused entry to Britain because they changed the purpose of their visit. In Calais, the search team is coming to the end of their night shift. Rush hour has started. Truck drivers head for the morning ferries after a few hours rest.
It sounds like our colleagues have got some another find of people in the shed next door. It's a hard-sided vehicle as well.
Hello, guys.
It's a huge find. And the clandestines haven't even bothered to try and conceal themselves.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
16.
Basically, you can't see the back of the lorry because there's just so many of them in there, just sat on top of a load of yogurts.
So where, Belgium? Where have you come from?
Any miners in there, Dave? Any female miners?
No ladies, no? No ladies?
Young man.
Where from?
Where are you from?
Afghanistan, yeah?
Afghanistan. Yeah.
Right, guys, can we have them out one at a time? Come on, gentlemen.
The team
Stand over
regularly
there.
stops
Next one.
Afghanis from entering Britain
You all right?
illegally. Of all the clandestines
Good man.
caught at Calais, more are from Afghanistan than any other country.
Yeah, they're very pleasant guys. They don't seem deterred by, I think they'll be gutted that they're being found.
Yeah, everything's fine. Yeah, again, the main concern is with the people you find in the back of these sealed units. The first priority is, are they okay? And as you can see, they're smiling, they're okay, so there's no problems there.
What's happening now is the guys are going in to make sure that it is all clear before they declare the vehicle clear.
We've got a load of chilled goods for supermarkets that have obviously been damaged a little, but not major. Yeah, it's just chocolate desserts, tiramisus, panna cottas, profiteroles.
As you know, this is a refrigerated vehicle. It's running at +2, I believe, between +2 and +5. It is cold. They're well wrapped up. I've just put my hands in there, so it's pretty cold.
Evidence that they've been in there a little while. It's not very hygienic, obviously, but they've been quite careful in filling a bottle like that.
Border Control keeps a record of every clandestine found. Each will be photographed and fingerprinted before being handed over to the French authorities.
We've just got nowhere else to put them at the moment. Obviously, it's such a big number. We need to process them now. Now we've entered that vehicle with the 16 clandestines, all of Afghani origin, all male and all in fairly good spirits.
I remember one at the beginning of this year that had about 3 or 4 more, and that was in the back of the big drums from cement mixers that we found down on the berths. But other than that, I can't think of anything that's been more than this, other than that one this year. On average, this is a big find.
We've handed them over now to ECS, who are our escort team. They're going to take them into the detention room one at a time. G4S will search them, put them in detention. That's going to be a long process, because as we know, there's 16 of them, so it could take an hour and a half, maybe, don't know how long.
All 16 Afghanis, none of them carrying ID, are escorted out of the port, free to join the clandestine community in Calais, and free to try another day to cross the channel illegally. In East London, the enforcement team is gearing up for another surprise visit. Once again, they're after butchers and illegal workers.
Same method, arrest 2, go back to the rear, and if you can do your rear cover again. Any questions? Let's rock and roll. We've not visited this place before. It's quite a big butcher's like the last one. It'll be the same method as before, round up the staff, have a chat, see if the management have got their records in order. Let's go, everyone. Guys, can you come down here, please? Down you come.
A sweep through the whole shop turns up 10 butchers for the team to check out.
Sir, can you stand over here for me? Right, we're checking everyone. I've spoken to the manager. He doesn't have any photocopies of documents, Home Office papers, only pays you earn, which is no good to us. So we're going to have to do the whole shebang.
Your visa, how long was it for?
6 months.
6 months. Okay. When did you get the visa?
5 years before.
5 years ago. So you've overstayed 4.5 years? Yeah? Right, Mohammed. Right, did you get the visa yourself?
No, one agent.
You come by an agent. He's admitted entering the UK 5 years ago using somebody else's passport with his photograph on it in it. He's since not approached the Home Office to sort his stay out. So I'm going to now interview him with the assistance of my colleague who speaks the language, and we'll take it from there.
I don't believe what you've told me, okay? The Home Office checks have come back and there's no trace of you being issued a visa, okay?
Do you understand that you've entered the UK illegally?
Yeah, he understands that he's entered illegally and he's currently living here illegally.
What you've told me from this interview, okay, I'm going to have to arrest you for entering the UK illegally.
We have arrested 5 people so far. As far as I'm aware, they've all been arrested for overstaying their visas. They've all come on holiday visas. 9 times out of 10, they turn up at the airport, they say they're here for a holiday, they produce a return ticket, they get a job and they don't go home. That's why they've been arrested today. Those of them that have passports, we will aim to put them into a detention centre and remove back to Pakistan in the next 72 hours, hopefully.
Now the team's attention turns to the manager.
Have you made any application on his behalf to stay in the UK?
Not recently.
But you told him you would do, that's why he's overstayed. You said you were going to help him, but you haven't done. Why haven't you?
Are you running some kind of immigration advisory thing? Well, this gentleman has given you his passport and you said you'd make an application.
He's just told us the boss of the shop told him not to go back to Pakistan, and that he's going to sort his work permit out. When we just spoken to the boss, he said he's got his passport, but he hasn't done anything about it. So the poor guy here has been given the wrong advice, and that's why he's been arrested now for overstaying.
Mr. Ahmed, can you please terminate that call, please? Right, okay. I need the documents for the people that you're... The documents of the people downstairs.
Okay,
Things aren't looking good for you at the moment, okay? I'm going to serve you a fine of £50,000. Now, if you have that kind of money to throw away, then... You know, you've got... Basically, you're going to have to prove that you've done all the relevant immigration checks to employ these people legally. And from what I've seen at the moment, you don't have that. All right, so you're going to have to contact your solicitor.
Yes, sir.
Bringing 2 prisoners out.
With the arrest of a 6th illegal worker, the manager could have another £10,000 added to his fine. Coming up, the man who claims he's got a personal message for the Queen.
Never phoned Buckingham Palace before.
And the enforcement team hunting for a passport find more than they bargained for.
It's about...
Oh my God! Roaches everywhere.